Now, Boris Johnson stressed the need for caution to mark the easing of COVID restrictions, but warm spring temperatures have seen crowds of people gathering together in parks up and down the country. So with a third wave sweeping across Europe, are we in danger of veering off the roadmap? Well, joining me to talk about this further now is Senior Clinical Lecturer at the University of Exeter's Medical School. It's Dr. Bharat Pankhania. Good morning to you. Nice to see you this morning. Yesterday, I think there was a sigh of relief, wasn't there, for many people up and down the country with the easing of restrictions. We're looking at these scenes here on Brighton Beach. A lot of people making the most of being able to meet up outdoors with other people. They haven't done so for months. The warm weather, though, obviously encourages people to go out. Are you worried about the effect that this might have?
Yes, because people have been kept in their homes for a very long time, and there's, of course, a buildup of frustration. What is important is that people do not extend their circle of friends extensively, because this is a human-to-human spread of infection. And what we need to do is keep your circle of friends small and tight. As long as you're out and about in the countryside, but not interacting with too many other people, you are safe. So the plus is, yes, you may go out. Yes, you need to be careful. Don't interact with too many human beings that don't belong to your own group.
Is there a concern about this sort of being a bit of a slippery slope, in a sense that once people are outside, if they're having a few drinks, if it starts raining, they might go inside or they might be tempted to hug each other? Are you concerned that if more measures are broken, that actually we could be heading for difficulties?
Yes, and your expression, the slippery slope, is very apt, and especially when it is aided by alcohol. Because what happens is when you have a drink and then another one, in the background of a lot of frustration of having been in restrictions, you drop your guard. And when you drop your guard and you go indoors with poor ventilation, that's where the dangers are, especially in indoor places with too many human beings, poor circulation. You don't have to have people there. The virus can be airborne, and because it's airborne, it's invisible. You don't see it, but it can infect you. So caution, care is needed. I don't want people to be miserable and not have a good time. It's just be aware of what you're doing, and if you see danger coming, step aside, take your time. Good times will come. Just take it slow and careful.
But are we more protected? Obviously, you know, a significant number of people have now been vaccinated, and particularly those at risk have been vaccinated. We're obviously heading in the right direction with this, aren't we?
Yes, we are, and I would like us to carry on going in the right direction. So the sensitive, vulnerable people have been immunized, which is very good. And now we are going to do the second vaccines and then the younger age groups. That is all very good. What we also must be careful of is what's going on in Europe, because they're having a surge in number of cases. And our young people, schools are open, 20, 30, 40-year-olds who have not yet been immunized can get infected. And remember, even if you are in the older age group, you may get infected despite being immunized, which means you may have mild to moderate illness. And we'll just be watching. But the good news is, for the UK, the vulnerable people have been immunized, and therefore I don't expect a large surge in people needing intensive care with severe illness.
Yeah, although